everybody, I'm Amy.
I'm Dan.
And we're the Hustle Couple coming at you today with the What Sold Sunday on a Monday. This one's different.
Slightly different.
It's different.
It's different. All
Y'all,
right.
you know it's different with my hair. The higher the hair, the more money we made.
Right. First thing I want to say is if you are new here or watching us for the first time, welcome.
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 Thank you for clicking on our crazy faces. And our cat, Mojo, he's here.
Everybody's
YouTube
favorite.
He's actually the best cat, and he's the face of our channel. That's Mojo. He's 21 years young.
That's right. So, if you saw in the thumbnail, we made a little change to our business model, and it basically doubled our profit this week.
Yeah, we made enough in 1 week to pay our whole mortgage for the month. Just reselling.
In profit.
Profit, not sales. That's what everybody's always like, oh, I made this much. And then once you take out cost of goods and everything, you really didn't make much.
Right.
No, we made enough in profit.
Yeah. So, like I said, if you saw in the thumbnail about the change we made, stick around until we're done talking about the things that sold for us this week, and we'll tell you our, well, not so secret.
No, it's a secret. You guys can do it in your own house. I swear we had a revelation.
We did. We had a revelation. We're going to just breeze through these things real quick. We're going to start with Poshmark. The first thing that went for us on Poshmark was this awesome Jonathan Adler Gay BFF needlepoint pillow.
Okay.
$108.
Anything Jonathan Adler is welcome in my closet. Anything that says Gay BFF is more than welcome in my closet.
Gifts. Anything Jonathan Adler, we'll take it. $20 for this Club Monaco thing, double-breasted cardigan.
Old by no.
Out of here. I'm going to skip that. We got $56 for this Coach bag.
That one's okay. The normal looking Coaches do okay for us.
Yeah.
Took a while. We got this at the bins.
Yeah, it was a good find, right?
Yeah, we're going fast because we had 65 sales this week.
I'm sorry, how many?
65.
We were busy.
And normally we just skip the junk because we do that at the end of the month, but we're having to skip like old crusty sales too.
Exactly right. $35 for this new with tags bench zip up hoodie.
I love this brand.
It's a great brand.
This hoodie wasn't as desirable, but
yes.
Hi Mo.
Hi. Another brand that you love to sell, Lane Bryant, new with tags. This one for $31.
Caveat.
Okay.
I love to sell Lane Bryant when it is something different or a novelty print or new with tags. But basics in Lane Bryant don't do well for us.
Okay. I'm going to skip that pair of jeans.
Every time I move my hand, he's like, are you petting?
I know, right? This is a Chevignon denim jacket that I got for free from my pops.
This German's turning French on us.
That's right. $42 for this thing.
Cool.
Right?
Your dad's so cool.
Bodo's the coolest.
He is.
Okay. We got a couple more. $50 for a pair of Pete and Greta from Johnny Was blue embroidered pants.
These you can recognize. I would get them every time, no matter what they are. They have a belt with grommets in it,
Yep.
and it's attached to it, and they sometimes have cargo pockets. They look like they would be a really cheap, kind of like Chico's or one of those kind of brands.
Yeah, they're really like lightweight and
they're normally in like the section of pants where you would never look.
yes.
So we just look at the top of the pants and look for the belt.
Mm-hmm.
Because we've bought them before without the belt.
Yes, and
They
funny
don't do as
story,
well.
these pants are basically what started us in the reselling world.
I got 3 of them at a thrift store, and I came home. I was shopping for costumes. I'm a
You
costume
were so
designer.
excited. You were like, these are worth like $100 a piece.
I'm like, you have to sell them for me. And he listed them, and that's how we started on Poshmark.
Yeah.
Like 3.5 years ago.
Wow. Long time ago. We've come such a long way since then. Man. All right, last sale on Poshmark was these Rock Revival jeans, super blingy, $50.
You know,
And they sold fast.
They
too.
sold really fast. And somebody in our comments was like, yeah, the rodeo girls wear these. And they do. And Yellowstone is... Oh, the cat's falling. You know, Yellowstone's super hot right now. And so I've been seeing these jeans in there. But we really don't pick up like Miss Me or... Wallflower or something like that. The other thick stick jeans we normally stick Whoa.
Whoa.
That was some tongue. Hey, that was good though. I made it.
Great. You made it all the way through.
We stick to Rock and Revival because it does the best. And yeah.
And also for the most part, like we've been going to our Goodwill, local Goodwill here every day and nowhere else. And all the clothing is flat pricing. So all jeans are like $7.99.
I love this.
Regardless of what they are. Because these Rock Revival jeans at our other thrift stores would be like $40.
And the Miss Me's would be 30.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They've lost their minds.
Lost it. So we
Okay.
stopped going there.
All right, we're going to move on over to eBay. You guys, Q4 on eBay is where it is at. Our eBay has blown up this week. It has, right?
It's blowed up.
Blowed up. All right. $30 for a TENS device, new in the box. Still had the electrodes and stuff sealed. I've seen posts about these things in thrifting and eBay groups that you may or may not be allowed to sell them? Question mark?
Oh, we sold 2 of them.
Yeah, because I think they might be prescription.
Let's not buy those anymore.
Yeah, let's not.
No, you could. The one that we had before, I looked it up on Amazon. It was on Amazon.
Oh, okay. Well,
Right.
then there you go.
I don't know.
This one, it sold for $30.
Okay.
All right, moving on to, this is the theme of the week, big, expensive electronics. It
Not
really
expensive
is.
for us.
No.
Expensive for them.
Expensive for them. This is an Onkyo. Get ready to hear some model number garble. TXNR515. Okay, it's a 7.2 channel audio-visual receiver. It's got a bunch of HDMI inputs. It can do, all the awesome DTS, THX surround sounds.
All right, no, everybody's tuning out. So here's what you need to know. If it's big and black and heavy and it says Onkyo on it, turn it to the back and make sure, y'all know what a HDMI looks like. Make sure it has a HDMI. That will make it more valuable. That's
Absolutely right. $134.99 for this guy. And it only had 1 out of 2 HDMI outputs working.
It's still sold.
Still sold.
HDMI is the key. Turn that thing around. Turn it around.
Yes and no. The older ones will still
Yeah,
sell.
but not for that money. That's crazy money.
Kinda depends.
Really?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, a Black & Decker Space Saver can opener, $46.99.
We love selling these. People used to be like, they're $100. No.
New in the box, they're like $100.
Right. So like 40, 50 bucks.
Hey, for a can opener?
And we find them kind of a lot. I think this is the second one we've...
I think you're right. It is the second one we found.
But if it has the hardware with it, it's even better.
Yep.
The mounting hardware.
Yeah, that's key. Okay, we got another ostrich pillow for $27.99. I think we have more of these still.
I don't know where they're at, though, because this was the last one on the shelf. So I was going to ask you about that.
Right. I remember seeing them somewhere,
Great.
but the location escapes me at the moment.
Okay.
Okay, Cutco knife block. Only the knife block sold. Finally, this thing had been sitting in our inventory forever for $54.99.
That's great for a knife block.
Yeah. If you can find the knives with it, that's even better.
Every time we're at a thrift store and they have the knives either in the case or one of our thrift stores puts the knives in bags where children can reach them. Don't get me started. We always look to see if they're Cutco.
Yeah, because Cutco knives are still valuable and they will sell for sure. You guys, look at this awesome hat. Look at it, $29.99.
I brought it to Dan at the register. I said, I have to have this. It was a good one. Because I remember when we used to go to Disney World and everyone was wearing those. I never got one. I was always so jealous.
Were you?
Finally got one.
Finally got it. Did you even wear it?
No.
Oh.
I just wanted to have it. Because the eyelashes.
I feel
like,
that.
Those eyelashes are killer, right?
Totally.
And the huge bow on the top of the head. Right down my alley.
Yep. All right, this thing sold much faster than I expected.
I was so thankful.
This is a very large 36-inch Melissa and Doug plush elephant, and it sold for $104.94.
So when you say 30, it's sold for $100, so that's awesome. But when you say 36 inches, it sounds kind of small.
3
No.
feet. This thing was massive.
And so Dan bought it at the Goodwill. We go to the Goodwill every day. Now all the ladies at the Goodwill bring Dan all this huge plush to put in his car because they want to get rid of it too. They're like, no!
I'm like, ma'am, I appreciate it, but no thank you.
They are so sweet. We love our Goodwill ladies. Oh my gosh, it's all ladies that work there and they're just so nice.
Yeah. Okay, this is a Cuisinart touchscreen Burr coffee grinder. sold for $42.95. So some coffee grinders, just like all things, are better than others. Cuisinart's kind of right there in the middle. There's some nicer Italian ones. Barazza, if you find those, definitely take the time to look it up and look at comps, because they're usually about $100, maybe more.
I think they've seen those on our channel before.
We've sold one before, and I think we have one more over there to list. Hey,
Money.
right? All right, you guys, we got another AV receiver. This time it's from Denon, which is a killer brand. If you see a Denon anything, receiver, CD player, whatever, look up comps for it. This one is newer. It's a 7.1, $184.94.
Big, black, heavy thing.
Yes.
Buy it.
Yes. And don't be scared to ship it. Like, just get yourself some pool noodles and you'll be fine.
We have a video coming out. We have a video coming out this week showing you how to ship these large electronics. I think it's going to be really helpful for people getting into it.
Yes, for sure. For sure. Because I can imagine that is a huge, huge barrier.
For sure. Yeah. The brands we've mentioned so far are Onkyo and Denon.
Are pretty much...
For keeping it in your head.
Yeah. Let's see. We got a purse from Kelsey Dagger. This one went for $88.94. Awesome.
That was great. It took a while.
Yeah.
But it was cool. It had studs on it. I only pick up purses. I didn't know the brand at the time, but since then we've sold shoes from her. Mm-hmm. It's okay.
Yeah, it's okay. I think the bags are more valuable than the shoes.
I agree.
Okay. We had an auto enthusiast. No, not just an auto enthusiast. A Saab enthusiast in particular buy this bucket of snow chains for the bucket. $44.99. He said he has a convertible and he's never going to use them, but he just had to have it for the bucket. Just goes to show you there are enthusiasts of all kinds out there. So
one of my thrifting strategies is to buy things that are no longer made, and I know that they don't make those cars. I drug this thing. It was so heavy, and Dan always has the cart, so I was dragging it through the thrift store. He's like, "What are you doing?" I have this bucket, and I'm dragging. Probably like a Christmas Carol or something. Yeah, exactly. And he picked it up. He was like, "Oh, that's good." So it was okay. I thought we would get more for it, but yeah. It was an overnight flip. We need to get better about telling people how fast things sold.
Yeah, a lot of the stuff that we sold this week, we listed just a couple of days ago. Yeah. It's been insane how, our sell-through rate has been terrific this past week.
It really has.
So, all right. We got a copy of Madden NFL 17 for the PlayStation 3. Sold for $39.95. So not all old video games are valuable, but some still bring in some good money. So.
If this isn't your thing, I always recommend sell what you know.
Yes.
So don't spend your time just scanning every single game, because if it's not your land, Dan went over and picked this right up and was like, "I know this game's worth it," and put it in the cart. There was no scanning. I see people at our Goodwill every day
in the media section
scanning DVDs.
Oh God!
And I'm like, we're pulling out cartfuls, we got $1,000 air purifier. And these people are over there scanning the DVDs, and I'm just like...
Yeah, there's a thing sitting in the box. He's just going to go get a snack.
He's fine.
Like, in the shipping box, never still in the factory bubble wrap. I'm like, what is this thing? It's got a price tag on the side, $500. I'm like, you're coming with me.
So, if you know video games, by all means. Yeah. But if you're like me and you don't, walk away.
Well, just don't waste your time. Because time is money, people.
We figured that out this week, too.
Yeah, we learned some lessons. This is a Breville pizza oven. Super cool. We find a lot of Breville appliances, and the ones that I don't keep for myself, we sell.
I don't recommend them.
Yeah, this was a pain to ship. They paid $65 for it, and we didn't make a lot because I had to pack the stone separately so it wouldn't break, and it ended up being in this massive box that we had to ship with dimensional weight shipping. And
so it was like 20 pounds. It wasn't actually 20 pounds, but it ended up being, we had to pay shipping on 20 pounds.
It was a pain.
No.
Not recommended. Skip the Breville pizza oven. Just leave it. If you want it for yourself, by all means. Okay. We have a Ted Baker long-sleeved crew neck sweater that sold for $46.
I thought that was going to do better. It was new
I did
tags.
too. Ted Baker's a great brand.
I think it looked basic.
Kind of basic, you're
A
right.
little basic. But it was new attack. But still, we can't complain about almost $50.
No, we really can't. Which is what we're trying... this is my thing today.
I know.
We're trying to set a new threshold, right? We only want to sell stuff that sells for, what, $35 and up?
Yeah. Ideally 50.
Yeah, in a
But we
perfect
make
world.
the $35 exception for, like, Plush. We can't stop.
I can't help it.
We're addicted.
Okay. See, this is right at almost the threshold. $33.99 for this Free People striped cardigan. You still love the Free Peeps.
I will buy Free People no matter what.
Yep.
It sells for us overnight, so...
Yep. All right, back to hard goods, weird appliances. I saw this thing sitting on the shelf and I was like, what that is? It's a Cooper cooler. It's a rapid bottle and can chiller. Sold really quick for $59.99. Yes.
Oh, these finally sold.
Finally, yes. This pair of UGG Bailey Bow Tall 2s.
The Baileys do really well. They're the ones with the 3 bows in the back.
Mm-hmm.
These are in pretty good condition, but I listed them in the summer, at the beginning of spring or summer.
Yeah, that's
we
what I
would wait
said.
a while.
$92.99 though. Hey, we'll take it.
Highly recommend the Baileys.
Highly recommended. This thing went international, right? And somebody paid a boatload for shipping.
It was huge.
Huge Hugsy Mumford penguin plush.
What is my life? This man brings this stuff home, and I am like, today he brought home a 3-foot Yoshi. I'm like, he comes around the corner, Yoshi.
It was an older, very large Yoshi.
Okay, well, this was very large as well.
Right, $40.99.
Our Christmas plush is moving. So if you have Christmas plush,
Not just Christmas plush, but like Department 56 stuff too.
Yeah, I mean, list it.
Yep.
dig on in and get it.
All right. I'm mad at this guy.
Mad.
I'm very mad. This guy came in and bought an RCA 5-disc CD changer for $59.99, which was
good.
great. All right, and he paid about, I think, $20 for shipping out of that $59.99. But then it was going to a PO box, which means I had no choice, and I had to ship it with priority mail in a very large box that ended up costing $35 to ship.
We will be investigating how to eliminate this in the future. There's
Because
got to
I
be a way.
guarantee you that same box, if it was UPS ground, would have been like 15.
Max.
So,
No.
word to the wise, if you see a P.O. box in the shipping address, know that you have to ship postal service.
But you don't get to see the actual address until you accept the offer. And that's what makes me mad about it.
Mm-hmm.
So there's got to be a way to say no P.O. box. I'm going to look
There
it
might
up.
be, yeah.
People will leave it in the comments. That'd be great so I don't have to spend all day looking it up.
Mm-hmm.
But we reached out to him. We gave him 3 days because it was over the weekend.
I did. I sent him a very nice email on eBay. No response.
We're like, is there any way you could get this delivered somewhere else?
Please.
Please. Anyway.
And I was honest, too. I was like, it's going to cost me $34 to ship this thing to you.
I think we ended up making $8 profit.
Oof.
Yep.
Anyway.
Anyway.
You
You win some, you lose some.
Right.
We won a lot this week.
I was talking about Department 56, and here's the first one. The larger like house and structures obviously do better. This one was the Mrs. Claus greenhouse, very fancy, $72.45.
Nice.
I also, if you are going to pick these up, unless you feel like spending a lot of time in materials packing them up, don't get it unless it comes in the factory styrofoam. It's just not.
I mean, we made $50 on this or something profit, but literally,
I don't have a big issue doing it, but you
but when it compounds,
Yes.
okay? I need to tell you guys something. We spent 4 hours shipping today. The two of us. It was more like 4.5 if I'm being real honest. We took a coffee break. That's why I say 4. We had 2 Department 56s go out that didn't have boxes.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, we made $50 and maybe $30 on the other one. So that's $80. But is
I
that
probably
worth
spent a good 15-20 minutes packing up each
time
one.
is money. So we could have been sourcing more in the box Department 56 if we wanted to go that route.
Yeah.
and less time and money in material shipping. My gosh, we use a lot of bubble wrap and shrink wrap and everything. So
and that stuff all adds up.
it's a personal decision, but it's something you should take into account when sourcing.
Right. Okay. This sold internationally. It's a Minecraft plush, large spider guy, $24.99.
Minecraft does well.
It really, really does.
We normally look it up.
Yep.
We don't pick it up every time, but we look it up.
All right. I'm glad this thing finally sold. I knew it was going to be worth a little bit of money. It's a Angry Birds, Star Wars, a bunch of little figures in a Angry Birds Darth Vader case. It was super cool. Like I nerded out over it. $76.95.
Angry Birds and Star Wars. That's good.
I mean, right? Come on. All right, this thing was so much fun to pack up and ship because it was huge. This is a board game called Bonk. It's like a steel ball ricochet. Anyway, $63.95.
So we're getting better. As you know, this is like, we're well into our third or maybe even fourth year of reselling. If I had found this now, I would have been like, nope, it won't fit in a board game box. We're not getting that.
Correct.
We had to make a box out of cardboard. Make a box.
I had to like basically just wrap cardboard around it and then cocoon it.
Tape. I mean, it took 30 minutes to wrap this thing.
It was annoying, I know.
And we could have just put brown paper on it or something. A, we didn't have any. But B, it was a Christmas gift and we didn't want the box to get destroyed because it was like new in the box. I would not have bought this. Even if I knew there was potential to make $50. I would have been like,
Lesson learned. Yep. So if it's too difficult to pack up and ship, it might not be worth the money to get it. This, however, was super fast sale, $93.95 for an Outdoor Research Gore-Tex jacket.
Gore-Tex. Well, this is a good brand,
It's
Outdoor
a great
Research.
brand, yep.
But Gore-Tex is killer.
Yeah, if you see Gore-Tex on anything, boots, jackets, whatever, look it up because Gore-Tex is expensive.
It's waterproof.
Yep.
It's good.
Good stuff.
High quality.
All right, here's the other unboxed Department 56. Santa's rooming house went for $38.45.
I spent way too long today thinking about what Santa's rooming house is.
Yeah.
Where the elves sleep? Like,
Maybe.
I could not figure. I'm like.
Is it like a bed and breakfast?
I thought about it way too long.
Does he put up the reindeer there?
I'm like shipping all these clothing. Like, what would he have around? And somebody looked for that on the internet. They were like, I need Santa's rooming house.
They didn't have it for their village, obviously. Right? It's an Airbnb at the North Pole.
Hey, you can land a plane on Antarctica. You can do anything now.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got an Eileen Fisher Tencel pleated shorts that looked kind of like a skirt, but it was shorts.
Skort.
$55.95. I know, Eileen Fisher's great.
The key to this sold overnight. I'm still trying to remember to tell you guys how quickly things sold. Yep. This sold overnight. It's really good to put capsule wardrobe into your Eileen Fisher descriptions because that's what she is known for. Basic pieces that you can mix and match.
Ah.
And so people will type in capsule wardrobe, and then this comes up.
There you go. There's a new keyword for you. You're welcome.
Hot tip.
All right. Hot tip. This also sold super fast, you guys. A set, not a set.
It is a set.
It is a set of vintage Disney Dumbo sheets. This was a twin flat sheet and a pillowcase. $38.99.
I love picking up these vintage sheets. You guys know I do. If you've watched this channel, you see them every once in a while. But I had these for a long time. I wouldn't list them because they smelled like mothballs.
Mm-hmm.
So I put them in vinegar, put them in the wash, and then I got them out and they still kind of smelled like mothballs. So I just wrote it in the description. I was like, these smell like mothballs. And then they sold overnight.
And somebody was like, I'll take them.
Why didn't I list these? They were in our laundry room for 6 months.
Uh-huh. And then sold overnight. Mm-hmm. Yay. Okay.
And now my laundry room doesn't smell like mothballs.
Right? Hey. And we got some money. Win-win. Sweet.
List your flawed items.
Don't be scared. Okay. This also sold overnight, right? New with tags, Brooks Brothers cable knit sweater sold for $40.99.
Nice. We have a Facebook group. It's called the Hustle Couple Resellers What?
Mm-hmm.
The Hustle Couple Reseller Workroom.
There you go.
And we listed live. We listed 30 items before Thanksgiving, right before Thanksgiving, so we could take it off.
Mm-hmm.
And when we were doing the shipping today, 5 items in a row. Our numbers system is numerical, obviously, and it was like 34, 26, 34, 27, 30, all the way through. And I'm like, oh my gosh, we just listed these and they all sold
That's
overnight.
Pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. Okay.
So what's the next one in the list?
Yeah, the Rock Revival Lely jeans. They sold for $40.99. See?
We probably could have got more. These were a skinny jean and they're a little less desirable than the boot cut.
What are you gonna do?
$40, eh?
$40 though, right? And we paid what for them? $8?
Mm-hmm.
$8? That's great. All right, more electronics, you guys. This is an under cabinet Sony DVD player. Super cool. Sold for $127.46.
I kind of wanted to keep this for the office, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah.
And like watch Gossip Girl or something while
But it had
posting.
everything. It had the remote, the manual, and the mounting hardware. So.
But I'll take the $120. But
I know,
I
right?
did want to kind of put it in our office and then just watch like old DVDs.
Yeah.
It's fine.
It's fine.
Bye.
Come on.
We'll find another one. We find these all the time.
We got a super tiny Squishmallow Santa. It sold for $13.45.
We sold the little one this week and the big one last week.
Mm-hmm. Christmas stuff. All right, you guys, more electronics. A Philips CDR CD recorder. So a little more unique than a CD player. I don't remember them making a whole bunch of big CD recorder units.
Mm-hmm. Was it two
Because,
bays?
yeah, no, this is just a single bay. Mm-hmm. So like you had it in your stereo system and you had to like run a separate tape, whatever into it. $104.99 though.
That's cool.
Yes.
Because I bet you could run like a record, with the digital.
Yeah, you could run anything into it and record it.
Yeah, that's why people want these. That's probably why they're valuable. Because once you get it CD, then it's digital and you can do anything you want to with it.
That's right. Okay. This is a vintage Hallmark Beatles paperweight, $28.99.
It was really cool.
It was really cool, and it might have something to do with the new Beatles documentary that's just out.
Oh, that's so good. I have some Beatles stuff in the death pile.
Yeah, see? Pop culture, guys. When new stuff comes out, new movies, whatever, if you have anything that relates to said thing that just came out, list it.
And go update your old listings to include the new title.
Yes.
Or the new show you were watching or whatever.
Yes.
We've done that many, many times and get sales.
It's a good strategy.
Where are my ribby ribs?
We're the Ribby Ribs.
The whole group was cracking up.
We sold the Ribby Rib, $20.99.
I did not want to sell it this low, but
You did
it happened.
not want to sell it.
She was from Charlottesville. I couldn't help it.
And a very interesting username as well. No. And where are we stopping? I think we're stopping with the leggings, right? So we got the Resistol jacket that sold for $28.99.
Also very, very flawed. It had oil stains all over it. I got the bins. I couldn't find the oil stains at the bins. I know Resistol is really good because of George Strait. Hey. And the only reason I moved to Texas, still haven't met him. And anyway, I knew the brand is good, but then it had oil stains. Still listed it, sold. It took about maybe 2 weeks. Sold,
right? Even flawed things sell, as long as you just be honest, disclose it. Some people don't care.
Some people like it.
Yeah.
It makes it look worked in.
Exactly right. What's the rule with Carhartt? Run it over in your car 7 times before you list it?
Yes.
Okay. We sold a pair of cropped Lululemon leggings. There we go. $20.
Yeah, I didn't want you to buy these, but
they were already rung in. It was too late.
If they ring it in our Goodwill, you cannot get it taken off. They have to call them back, and it takes forever.
It's a whole thing.
So we're like, no. There was one more thing. Remember this one?
Oh yeah, and of course, another piece of electronics, and another CD recorder at that, right?
Oh,
this was a 2-band.
But it had 20.
No, it was just called the CDR20.
Oh.
It's from Harman Kardon, which is a great audio brand. If you see Harman Kardon, take the time to look up whatever you're looking at. This was a dual bay CD recorder, so you can duplicate your discs. Yeah, and it sold for $150.99.
Okay, this all includes shipping. Just letting you guys know if you're new here.
Yeah,
we charge shipping, and that gets included in this figure. I would also like to let people know that I sold one thing on Facebook.
Yes, we
I
did have a
finally sold
Facebook
something
sale.
on Facebook.
Yes, and it sold for $50.
It was the thing I was making fun of Dan in the live stream. I swear to God,
The
we
Affliction
sold.
hoodie. Yep.
Dan always buys Affliction. I joke him. I'm like, I love this.
It has a massive sell-through rate.
Normal now, but anyway, he picks up all this Affliction stuff, and dang if it doesn't sell so quickly.
Still sells, guys.
So I will recommend Affliction.
Yeah.
All right, do you want to tell them how we did this? Should we? Let's go over the numbers.
Right. You guys.
Okay.
We broke records.
For us.
Yeah, for us.
We're
but
just
hey,
like normal
who
people.
else's records are you trying to break?
No, but like on the internet, there's like this stigma and this, I don't know, there's these people that like are super sellers. We're just regular people living in a house. Like
Yeah,
literally, we don't leave our house.
But we're crushing it. We're crushing this.
Plus. Okay, we made enough to pay the mortgage. That's all we're looking at, right?
In a week!
Okay, we sold 66 items this week, which is pretty good. Sometimes we do a little less, a little more, but 66 is good for us.
It's great.
It's great.
But the more impressive number is what's coming next.
So our total revenue, meaning total sales.
Oh, I was talking about the average sales price.
I'm
because
not, that's not
pretty-
gonna make sense. Total sales was $3,520
I'm sorry, what?
for 1 week. This isn't a month. Normally
Did you
that's
just
our
say
month.
$3,500?
Yes, and normally I talk about this and that's the month. We're already, I can't tell you guys what we're at for the month, but it's a big number with more than one digit. Okay.
Yes!
Yeah, and so out of that, the profit that went into our bank account, like into our bank, was $2,249.27.
Boom! Nice!
$22.50.
$22.50 in profit. Say it with me, people. Profit. Net profit.
In 1 week.
Okay, before taxes.
Before
Okay.
taxes. But everything's before taxes.
Right. That is impressive.
Now, how did we do it? Because we've never had a week like this. We've
All right.
never broken $2,000 in profit in a week, ever.
If you're still here, thank you for sticking around. And here's the good part of the video. Here's the tip. The hot tip.
You guys ready?
Ready?
Make a testing station in your house. Find a corner, carve it out, no matter where it is. Literally, if you have a photo booth, you don't need it. Just
Right.
get Photo Room app, take down the photo booth, and use that corner and make a testing station where
Right.
everything is set up permanently.
Right. Find yourself and sacrifice a cheap little TV, a cheap receiver, and I'll tell you why. A cheap receiver, a cheap set of speakers. Those are the
cables.
basics, and some cables.
And some power strips, because this is not all about electronics. Don't lose me. Seriously,
Right.
some power strips, power adapters,
Yep.
batteries,
Yeah.
some Coca-Cola,
Mm-hmm.
some Q-tips, because we found,
Yeah.
and we're going to do a video on this, and Dan's going to walk you through his testing station. We found that our house was full of things in our death pile, because we were going to tackle the death pile. It was full of things that needed to be tested. Batteries needed to be replaced, toys,
Yep.
blenders that needed to be tested. We have toasters, coffee makers, waffle makers, all the receivers,
kitchen appliances, that
kitchen
kind of
appliances.
stuff.
We needed CDs and VC. What do you call this?
Cassette tapes, VHS tapes to
VHS.
test VCRs.
So get it all together so that it's where. So tell them what you have.
Permanently set up, I have a receiver that's hooked up to a set of speakers and a TV.
And power strips.
And a massive power strip. So that way, when I have a new thing to test, let's just say, for example, today I got a CD player. I'm going to take that CD player, set it out there, plug in the audio cables into the back of the CD player that are always attached to the receiver. So all I have to do is plug in power, drop in a CD, hit play, boom, it goes. Done.
And the same thing with testing. I was testing a lot of kitchenwares. We were testing record player. We listed all the stuff. We didn't really buy anything. We just went through our house of all the stuff that we had bought that was not listed.
That we were neglecting to list.
There was some kind of stop in the workflow. And we were like, what is happening? And so we listed 15 things a day for the past 8 days. Of electronic, mostly. We did close the night before Thanksgiving, so that day didn't count. But we
Right.
listed a ton. I'm going to say electronics, but you know what I mean by that. Appliances, toys that needed batteries, that kind of a thing.
Yeah.
Things that needed to be tested. Okay? Here's the thing. We sold 29 clothes for $1,153. Okay?
Okay.
After, just this week, in 8 days, we sold 9 electronics, big electronics, for $991.
Less than 8 days. We're only doing...
You right. I should have included last weekend. Okay, this is less. This is only 7 days. I mean, the last 6 days.
Tuesday to Monday. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, it's even less. Because we did sell some of those things over there. I was thinking that if we listed them that weekend, they didn't sell, but they did.
No, this is 6 days.
Yeah. So in 6 days, we sold 9 electronics that we... Y'all leave me alone. 9 electronics that we listed this week. Either last weekend or this week. So they sold within 6 days. And we made $991. And then toys and hobbies was 9. And I think like 3 of them were Plush that you saw. But the rest of them were stuff that we did. Collectibles, 5 of those for $331. And home and garden, which is some of these other appliances that you heard about, coffee grinder and all that. 5 of those for $294. This is how we multiplied our sales.
Yeah.
We tested stuff and then we listed it.
Mm-hmm. There you go.
I mean, I know that sounds... We've been doing this for 3 or 4 years. We should have known. But sometimes it takes somebody to like us, like, make a testing station.
Right, let's just actually follow through with what we're talking about here and do it. Yeah.
We didn't have problems sourcing it. We had this stuff in our house.
Yeah.
In piles.
And I knew, it was like, oh, we need a place. We'd built a little testing station in the room, and then the room got filled up, and then...
We did it in the garage.
Yeah.
We built the testing station outside. So if you have a garage, maybe that's something you could do. And then we made shelves, meaning we put together the plastic shelves that were in our death pile room. And so we had a place to put the things that were listed, and we put a white table outside. And we're going to do a video so you can see all of this.
Yeah.
But a white table against a white wall so that Dan can take pictures
Right.
while he's out there. There's none of this back and forth. We really streamlined the process.
Yeah.
And while Dan's outside doing electronics these days, I'm inside doing plush and shoes and clothes, and we're both working simultaneously. And that's helping out a lot. I'm not saying that we're going to abandon any of that, because I think obviously we sold 29 things this week of clothes. But it's definitely, man, those high profit items. So our average sales price was $53.23.
Woo! That is awesome. That's awesome. And we're hoping to increase that. Because we got some more high dollar things. Spent a lot of money sourcing yesterday.
Well, once you get momentum, you're like, oh, well, this stuff sells, so I got to go get some more.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to be doing some videos. We've got an auction haul coming up for you. We've got a ship with us and day in the life video coming up. And then we will have an electronics video just for you so you can see our testing station and see how it all works.
That's right. That's right. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us.
So
if
much.
you learned anything from us, give us a thumbs up. Help other people find this video. And if you're not already subscribed, come on. Just hit that button. Help us out.
Please.
Thank you so much.
Bye.
Bye.